I said, take your fucking phenobarbital, excuse me, but take your phenobarbital, keep it for yourself. I'll never come back here. He's like, guys like you always come back. I said, who's a guy like me? He's like, you're too ambitious. You're a, what did he say? You're too driven for success. You want to be a celebrity. You want to be rich. I said, bro, I'm going to be all those things. Because in treatment, as you might know, you kind of tell them all your secrets and all the things. So I spilled the beans and said, I'm going to be a special person one day. I'm going to get super rich. I'm going to write books. I'm going to help millions of people. And he's like, people like you always come back here. I said, bro, I'll never come back here. So I know today, 40 years later, Paul probably has heard about me, which makes me very happy.
I would hope so. I would hope. I mean, honestly.
Maybe you'll see this interview.
Yeah, this will be the one. I'm sure he hasn't seen you before now, but the Jillian Michaels podcast will definitely be where he learns about your stellar success. So you're 25, you're grinding, and then how do you end up in real estate? Because that is, to be fair, all of the billionaires that I've ever met, they look at me and they're like, you want to make real money? Real estate. I mean, I've heard it from everyone. Hannity's like, I'm a better businessman than I am a news anchor. Like, there's not one extremely successful person that doesn't tell me real estate. But it really, honestly, Grant, it is a bit intimidating because it's like all the things you talk about. It's a bit, how did you get there? That's what I'm going to say. What got you to this world?
Yeah, I had a terrible sales job when I was 25, but the only people that would hire me in the town that I worked in was a sales company. So I went to work there. I hated it. But because it was the only thing that anybody would hire me to do, I'm like, I'm going to get good at something I hate. And this is where my kids also get this grind. Like, I am going to learn how to be great at something I don't like to do. And I did. I became so good at it that companies ended up hiring me to try to transform their sales teams into doing what I was doing. And I would end up I disrupted the entire auto industry with these new ideas about how automobile salespeople should treat customers, blah, blah, blah. And then in the meantime,
I
started
making... Wait.
Yeah.
No, on the blah, blah, blah. You know, when you listen to, I cannot remember the name of the guy that started, I think it was Hertz. But it was all about like looking for the white space where car rental companies weren't and providing the best customer service and having his ass handed to him a couple of times. And I've heard Warren Buffett, I think, tell the story about that guy. What was the strategy that you employed?
Well, it was, I looked around and the way they wanted people to sell cars was so deceptive. And so like, it took too long. First of all, it's like the longer you spend with the customer, the better off you are. Don't give them price, build value. And I was like, I just flip the whole model, wait, spend a lot of time and sell them the car and then talk about price. I flipped the model and talked about price first and payments first and interest rates first. I gave everybody everything they wanted. And I actually ended up making more money in the transaction, not less. I did more transactions in a shorter period of time. And so if CarMax, for instance, with the used car operation, they heard what I was doing and flipped their model. Lexus, Saturn, Ford Motor Company started doing one price. All that came because of this innovation and disruption that I started consulting auto dealers on when I was in my early 30s. And they were starting to pay me a lot of money, and I didn't know what to do with the money. I knew keeping it at the bank was stupid because I saw my dad do that. I knew the retirement accounts didn't work because I saw my dad do that. And so I said, I'm not going to do that. And I started buying real estate and just burying the money in real estate. And the real estate started paying me passive income. And I'm like, I'm going to get wealthy in real estate.
Grant, I got to tell you, I've spoken to a lot of people in this space, Susie Orman included. And I don't think I've ever fully walked away with a comprehensive understanding the way that I have with you. And I am confident in my ability to learn more from you, from your assets. And this is no bullshit. I'm not waxing your rear end here.
As the temps start to rise, I get that familiar urge to refresh my closet. But I am done wasting money on trendy pieces that I wear once, which is why I'm obsessed with Quince. The clothes are timeless, elevated, built to last, no insane markup. I'm talking about 100% European linen shorts and dresses that start at just $30. Italian leather platform sandals, luxe swimwear that looks straight off a runway but costs half of what you'd expect. Quince partners directly with top-tier factories, cutting out the middleman so you get designer quality at a price that actually makes sense. And they only work with ethical, responsible manufacturers who care about people and the planet. Personally, I stocked up on the linen tees and the tanks, and believe it or not, a killer summer dress. Occasionally, I do wear dresses. And honestly, it finally feels like my wardrobe matches my standards. Upgrade your wardrobe at quince.com. Luxury should never mean compromise. Team, give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/Jillian for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Jillian to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Jillian.
Okay, so give me a breakdown, by the way, of what resources people should go to of yours right now to start learning more about this. Because I'm actually inspired and feeling like I could probably do it. And for years, I've kind of dabbled with the thought of doing the things you talked about, but been intimidated by it. And now I'm like, oh my God, I think I actually understand it. And I think I could actually do it. And if somebody's like, well, I don't have what you have, Jillian, I get it. But if you could do it with $100 and turn it into $5, like, where am I going to learn how to do that?
That's where you're going to go. If people love the real estate thing, if people Google me and just, you won't have a hard time finding me. I'm pretty easy to find. So,
Sure.
But if there's a thing, I think it's grantcardone.com/REI, real estate investing. It stands for real estate invest. grantcardone.com/REI. That's the link. It's completely free. It costs you nothing. And I'm spending about 90 minutes explaining to people what we do in real estate and how I got started. I started with $3,000. It turned into a $5 billion real estate portfolio. It's one of 5 businesses that I own. And I'm just doing for people what I wished I would have had when I was 10 and 11 years old when my dad died. I just wanted somebody to show me the way and help me. That's why I went to school. That's why I went to college. That's why I got involved with Danny. And nobody helped. I mean, they did help me, but not really, right? And even so I just promised myself that one day if I ever made it, I was going to help other people. I show my whole life. A lot of people don't like it. They think I'm showing off, but I'm really not. I'm really showing up to show people they can be a better version of themselves, including the money game or owning property. And the best thing about money, Jillian, is that you get, and a lot of people with money don't have this, but some of us do, where you have not just money, but it instills your courage to speak like you do.
Oh, yeah.
With courage and you're willing to lose a sponsor. You're willing to lose a customer. You're willing to lose an audience. And you're like, you know what? I'm fine with that.
Yep. I often say, like, I wish that I had Megyn Kelly's $60 million parachute, because I would go from like wolf-size balls to like elephant size.
Yeah. No, it's fuck you money.
Sure
and
is.
That was never intended to be an arrogant fuck you. It was like, no. Hey, all the customers out there that you can't be satisfied, fuck you. I'm getting hit with this thing from California right now with 3 Democratic judges because of my support for Donald Trump. And I'm like, okay, if it costs me money. I have the money. I've worked hard. And this is for everybody. You guys can all put yourself in a position. Everyone can do this. I mean, as long as you don't have more excuses than the solutions, you can put yourself in a position. This isn't a motivational thing. I'll leave that to Tony, but this is a strategic way. Everyone has the data, strategic way to put yourself and your family in a situation to have tremendous amounts of wealth, not just a little bit of extra money.
Grant, I can't thank you enough, man. This has been personally like a coaching session, and I'm sure the audience has learned a ton. You're fantastic and so generous with your time. I'm grateful. I know you got to call your 13-year-old back. You said 40 minutes. I kept you for an hour, 40 minutes.
That's all right. I had fun with you. It was great.
I'll let you go. And please say hi to Elena. She's
Of course I will.
lovely.
Hey, thank you so much, Jillian.
Thank you, man. All right. Hopefully I get to talk to you soon. And have fun in Saint-Tropez.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure to let me know what guests you want to see on in the future.
Active Skin Repair utilizes a molecule called hypochlorous acid. Now, when you apply it to the skin, the molecule works by mimicking the natural immune response to cleanse, soothe irritation, reduce inflammation, and support healing. Active Skin Repair can be used to treat a wide range of skin issues, including cuts, scrapes, burns, sunburns, diaper rashes, and other types of skin damage. And it's also safe and non-toxic, making it suitable for use on all skin types, all parts of the body, and you can even use it on rosacea, eczema, and acne-prone skin. With over 500,000 happy customers, thousands of 5-star reviews, and ingredients so safe and clean they can be used by the youngest member of the family to the oldest, you now have one simple solution for all of your family's skin health needs. So visit ActiveSkinRepair.com to learn more about Active Skin Repair and to get 20% off your order. Use the code Jillian. Again, that's ActiveSkinRepair.com and the code is Jillian.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure to let me know what guests you want to see on in the future.